Whenever I see teachers less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I, my tender heart tends to start to bleed. And when a teacher's up for that big award they can't afford, I know exactly what they need. And even in your case, though it's the toughest case I've yet to face, don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead, and yes, indeed, you will get that award. You're gonna win that award. I'll teach you the proper words when you get absurd, little ways to engage. I'll show you what works on STAR to show him who you are. Everything that really counts to win that award. Teacher of the Year Award.
PLC with the right cohorts. Cheer for kids at sports. Use all the slang I've got to know. So let's start, cause I've got an awfully long way to go.
Don't be frightened by my frank analysis. Think of it as Teacher of the Year dialysis. Now that I've chosen to become a pal assistor and advisor, there's nobody wiser. Not when it comes to that award. Teacher of the Year Award. And with an assist from me to be who you'll be, instead of dreary who you were, well are, there's nothing that can stop you from receiving that weird award.
La la, la la, I'm gonna win that award. When I see those other teachers with so many amazing features, I'm reminded why we do what we do all year long. Let's celebrate our teacher leaders who are all great communicators. Can't we all drive a free Lexus?
Don't make me laugh. Only with that award. Teacher of the Year Award. It's all about attitude and the way you're viewed. It's very cool to be
T-O-T-Y, toady, like me. La la, la la, you're gonna win that award.
Good evening. Good evening. And welcome to the 2018 Plano ISD Teacher of the Year Gala. I'm Missy Bender, President of the Plano ISD Board of Trustees. What a grand opening to tonight's event. Thank you to our 2017 Teachers of the Year, Cody McGregor and Kevin Moore, along with the Plano Senior High School Theater Program for your assistance with this fun video. Let's give them a round of applause for the courage to make a fun video. And now, on behalf of the board and our district administrators, I thank you for attending this gala celebrating the incredibly talented teachers who are working hard at setting the stage for our 54,000 students who are beginning their life's journey in Plano ISD. Please join me tonight to recognize my colleagues who are with us this evening, and I'm honored to introduce them. I invite each of them to please stand and remain standing until all have been introduced. They are David Stolley, School Board Vice President, Nancy Humphrey, School Board Secretary, Trustee Jerry Chambers, and Trustee Angela Powell. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, and it is my pleasure to serve with each of you. Trustees Tammy Richard, Richards and Dr. Yoram Solomon were unable to attend this evening, and they send their regrets. I'm also delighted to welcome our friends from the City of Plano and the City of Richardson. We so appreciate their partnership as we work together towards creating a vibrant future for all of our stakeholders. Would you please stand to be recognized when I call your name? Joining us this evening from the City of Plano tonight are Plano Mayor Pro Tem Rick Grady, Deputy Mayor Pro Tem Ron Kelly, City Council Member Angela Miner and her husband, former City Council Member Pat Miner, as well as City Council Member Casey Prince. And from the City of Richardson, we have Mayor Pro Tem Mark Solomon. Thank you so much for your support this evening, and let's give them a round of applause. I am also pleased to recognize Plano ISD's excellent leadership team as led by Superintendent of Schools, Sarah Bonser. I invite Superintendent Bonser to please stand. She is joined by the Plano ISD executive leadership team, whom I'd also like to introduce at this time. Please stand and remain standing until all of you have been introduced. Dr. Katrina Hasley, Assistant Superintendent for Academic Services. Randy McDowell, Assistant Superintendent for Business Services. Dr. Carrie Cooper, Assistant Superintendent for District Services. Dr. Beth Brockman, Assistant Superintendent for Employee Services. Carla Oliver, Assistant Superintendent for Government, Community, and Planning Initiatives. Dan Armstrong, Assistant Superintendent for Technology Services, and Dr. Dash Weerasinghe, Senior Executive Director for Assessment, Research, and Program Evaluation. Susan Modisette, the Assistant Superintendent for Campus Services, was unable to join us this evening. These district leaders join with me in expressing their appreciation to all of the honorees for your many contributions. Now, I would like to welcome some additional friends of Plano ISD who are in the audience tonight. And without these groups, this event, well, it just wouldn't happen. Their support and hard work allow the district to put on this gala each year. Members of the Plano ISD Council of PTAs join us tonight throughout the audience. Will council representatives and any PTA volunteers who help with this year's event please stand so that we may recognize you. I also want to thank our Teacher of the Year committee chairs who spearheaded the solicitations and the gala planning effort. I know it is a lot of work to plan an event like this, and we thank you for your time and support. They are Rebecca Eggleston Queso, representing the Plano ISD Education Foundation. Please stand, Rebecca. And Kelly Thomas, who is representing the Plano ISD Council of PTAs. Okay. I also want to recognize my good friend, Dr. Raj Menon, who is a board member at Collin College. He's also in attendance. Raj, would you like to stand so we can recognize you? He's over here. Thank you. Now, working with Rebecca and Kelly this year were so many volunteers on the Teacher of the Year committee. And we would like to ask you to please stand so that we may also honor you. So all of those who helped on that committee, please stand. Thank you. So let me tell you about some of the work that they did. Each year, a dedicated group of district employees and community volunteers have the unenviable task of narrowing down 72 of the district's best teachers to just 10 finalists and 2 winners. They described those 6 long days of judging as incredibly difficult, yet incredibly rewarding. I invite our judges to please stand and remain standing until all have been recognized. Serving this year to help select tonight's winners were lead judge Rebecca Eggleston Queso, Plano ISD's Director of Elementary Curriculum, Lori Taylor. Plano ISD's Director for Secondary Curriculum, Lisa Thibodeau, who is unable to join us this evening as her daughter is being honored as Teacher of the Year in Frisco ISD tonight. (2017) Plano ISD Elementary Teacher of the Year, Cody McGregor. And 2017 Secondary Teacher of the Year, Kevin Moore. These PTA, Education Foundation, and district leaders represent the partnership our district and community observe as we work together to provide an excellent education to each Plano ISD student. Now, let's get ready to start the show. This event has boasted amazing student performances in the past, and this year is no exception. In just a few moments, we will be treated to an extravaganza of performances from popular musicals presented by students from Jasper High School, Murphy Middle School, and Schimmelpfennig Middle School. So please, sit back and enjoy as our students take us on a journey to Broadway as we travel into the woods with a kooky family named Adams and fly a kite with everyone's favorite nanny, Mary.
Young lady. Good day, Mr. Wolf. Whither away so hurriedly? To my grandmother's. And what might be in your basket? Bread and wine, so grandmother will have something good to make her strong. And where might your grandmother live? Further in the woods. Her house stands under 3 large oak trees. Hello, little girl, what's your rush? You're missing all the flowers that someone said for hours. Take your time, set straight ahead, not to late will be misled. Slow, little girl, hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. To stray, still I suppose a small delay, bringing my life a fresh new day. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf. Goodbye, little girl. And hello. Ever since I met him, I want to laugh and cry, and everything seems right and wrong at the same time. And then sometimes I just want to kiss him until he's dead. I don't have a sunny disposition. I'm not known for being too amused. My demeanor's locked in one position. See my face, I'm enthused. Suddenly, however, I've been puzzled. Bunny rabbits make me want to cry. All my inhibitions have been muzzled, and I think I know why. I'm being pulled in a new direction, but I think I like it. I think I like it. I'm being pulled in a new direction, mother always said be kind to strangers, but she doesn't know what they destroy. I can feel the clear and present dangers when she learns that the boy has got me pulled in a new direction. I think I like it, I know it's good. I think I like do it again, do it again. Being pulled in a new direction. And this feeling I know is impossible, so often find that I try, but I can't let it go. It's disgustingly true. And I'm being pulled in a new direction. They keep insisting I'll stop existing. Just watch me pulled in a new direction. I should sing in the dark, not obey every spark, but the boy has a fight better far than his mark. And you bet all mine to do a truly taboo as I called in a new direction. Well, if it isn't Mary Poppins! With Jane Banks! She knows me? Now, how may I help you?
Well, I did want an ounce of conversation.
It seems I'm out of conversations and I'm right out of words as well. Oh, I do have some letters.
Now, what words can we make?
Bra. Toe. Plex.
Oh! Laboratophorus!
Those don't count. You made them up. And where do you think words come from in the first place? Somebody had to make them up.
You know, we can always use the same letter more than once. Super, cali, fragilistic, expiale, docious.
That's not a word! Well, of course it's a word. And in a signpost which is taken, I think it's rather useful. When trying to express oneself, it's frankly quite absurd to leaf through lengthy lexicons to find a perfect word. A little spontaneity keeps conversation clear. You need to find a way to say precisely what you mean. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. But it doesn't mean anything.
It still means we're tacking simply renting would suffice.
If the herbs would leave right, have moved it once or twice. I'm sure the Roman Empire only entered the abyss because those Latin scholars never had a word like this.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
If you say it softly, the effect can be atrocious.
Check your breath before you speak in case it's halitosis.
Yeah.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You know, you can say it backwards. We just sucali exiligazilicupus.
She may be tricky, but she's bloody good.
Sending the contract on your tongue is slowly falling away. Just sum it up, 6 words, and then you've got to learn to say.
They've got 13 consonants and 60,000 words. with the hand or the wind is very young to spell.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to see you here. Oh, I got a little better. Thank you so much for joining us for tonight's celebration. I kind of feel the need to break into song, but I'm not. I am Carla Oliver, Assistant Superintendent of Government, Community, and Planning Initiatives, and I have the honor this evening of introducing a very fun video featuring some of our students giving thanks to the many businesses and organizations that support this wonderful event. None of this is possible without their support. First, I would like to thank Jasper High School, Murphy Middle School, and Schimmelpfennig Middle School. I didn't think that was going to get me. For those amazing performances. Our students are so incredibly talented, and we are so incredibly proud. Thank you, yes. And it's no surprise, our students are really the best representation of the outstanding work that our teachers are doing, and we are always glad to feature them at this event. From the performers on stage tonight, to the Plano West Senior High School floral design classes led by Kristen Graff, who designed the arrangements that decorate a number of our tables this evening. And of course, Plano ISD is also very fortunate to have outstanding leaders and partners who support all of our teachers. In your programs, there are hundreds of individuals, organizations, and businesses listed who have kindly donated to this event. We would now like to share a special thank you to some of our top sponsors whose support is crucial in making this meaningful event happen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Park Place Lexus.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, PTA.
Thank you, In Touch.
Thank you, Sully.
Thank you. Thank you, Derek Kinney and Associates.
Thank you, Credit Union of Texas. Thank you, RBFCU.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Junior League.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, thank you to all of our sponsors for helping Plano ISD honor its top teachers. As we continue our program, I have important information to share with all honorees. We will call the honorees to the organizational area, which is the main hallway to your left. And then you'll line up for your recognitions. Members of the Teacher of the Year Committee will be there to assist you. Awaiting you on stage will be Superintendent Sarah Bonser, along with our school board trustees. Each honoree will then exit the stage by using these stairs on the podium side. Please be sure, don't forget, to stop by the communications department table over here where they are standing to help you and with volunteers at the gift table bag, at the gift bag table, as you exit the stage and then return to your original seats after you pick up your gifts. I know everyone is most excited for this portion of the program, but before I dismiss our honorees, I would like to thank our campuses and PTAs for their generous contributions that allowed us to provide the custom printed show posters for our honorees and the beautiful floral arrangements on the table. Yes, please applaud. I will take this as a shameless plug. If you are not a member of a local PTA, please become a member. Yay, PTA. Okay, Teacher of the Year honorees, please feel free to take your custom poster home with you as a keepsake. The floral arrangements on the tables are also intended as gifts for a designee at your table. Now, with that being said, I now invite our Teacher of the Year honorees to please go to the main hallway to prepare for your recognitions. Now for the rest of us, as our honorees get lined up outside, it is my distinct honor to introduce two people who have done an amazing job representing Plano ISD teachers this past year. A year ago, they were beginning a journey that two more teachers will begin tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Please welcome the 2017 Elementary Teacher of the Year, Cody McGregor, representing Shell Elementary School, and the 2017 Secondary Teacher of the Year from Shepton High School, Kevin Moore. Please enjoy the video highlights from their year as Plano ISD's Teachers of the Year. Thank you.
Please help me congratulate Cody McGregor, Shell Elementary School 5th grade teacher and Plano ISD's Elementary Teacher of the Year.
My staff is my family. I love them with all my heart. I love my kids with all my heart, and there's no place I'd rather be than with them and with my staff. So thank you so much for everything.
Kevin Moore, Shepton High School Humanities teacher and Plano ISD Secondary Teacher of the Year.
I look forward to many, many more years. I can't express enough gratitude. Thank you so much.
Good evening. As I set foot on this stage last year, I had no idea of the curtain. Oh. It's my encore. I had no idea of the curtain that would open for me. This year could be described with many emotions and feelings, but it was definitely a year of firsts. Although I grew up in this district, and I've been teaching in it for 8 years, I was able to experience all the behind the scenes that I believe every educator in Plano should be able to experience. For what I've seen, participated, and experienced has pumped me full of so much inspiration that I feel so equipped that I can go out and reach others for years to come. I was able to see how much of an impact ordinary non-educators have on the educational world we live in. The Education Foundation touches so many of our students and teachers' lives through grants, scholarships, and learning opportunities. I was fortunate enough to be on the prize patrol and award teachers for their creative ideas of how to better their classroom through student engagement and experiences. The Core Store supplies not just backpacks, supplies, lunch boxes to those in need, but instills confidence in a child or a teacher who feel like that one new backpack can create the foundation for a new start in the right direction. I have to say, the grand finale of this year, the cherry on top, you might say, was the opportunity of listening to days, but what seemed just like mere hours of the interviews of all of you, well actually them, in the room tonight. Their breakthroughs, their stories of inspiration, and the impact that they are making was the curtain call on what we do every day. I will carry their remarkable interviews with me for years to come. I hope that I can continue to ignite fire in others of my passion of being a teacher in this district for years to come, and I'm forever grateful due to the experiences I was given this year. Surprised as it may be, the instant stardom of becoming a Teacher of the Year was one that has been a humbling experience. Although I feel like I have a bubbly personality, being filmed on camera, being interviewed with the news, and giving speeches to large crowds of people doesn't come easy. So all my thanks to the Communications Department for their patience this year. I have loved collaborating and working with you through all of our projects that we've done. I'll always look back on this year for all the opportunities that Kevin and I were able to be a part of. I want to thank Plano ISD, the great leadership of our district, and the Plano ISD Education Foundation for all that you do. I want to thank my family, especially my husband, for the wild ride of a year I had and the times that I had to step away from our family in order to fulfill toady duties. I want to thank my Shell family for the flexibility and patience you gave me this year and the times I had to leave campus. I'm so proud to work with all of you. Table 35, hey. And to Kevin, who knew that our paths we initially crossed as you, an emergency substitute in an 8th grade theater class, and a girl who had horrible makeup applying strategies, would one day cross again as elementary and secondary Teacher of the Years. I've been so happy to work with you all year long. I've had an incredible experience representing the district, and I'm so fortunate for everything I've been given. Thank you very much. Without further ado, Kevin Moore.
It could not be any more appropriate that I'm here speaking to you at an event with the theme, Setting the Stage. My acting career began on the stage of Jackson Elementary School in 1st grade with the starring role as Jiminy Cricket in our Disney-themed spring program. I got the lines, I got the part because I could learn the lines, and I was the loudest person in the class. And very little has changed since then. It also probably didn't hurt that I was the shortest person in the class. I didn't have my growth spurt until my junior year of college. I continued acting from Haggard Middle School to Vines High School to Plano Senior High and into college and adulthood. I have played hundreds of roles, but for the past 16 years, I've had the chance to play the role of a lifetime, a teacher. 1 year ago, I stood on this podium and I said that I would not be where I am without the amazing educators that I've had over my 13 years as a Plano student. To ease our anxiety about the high-stakes world of ITBS testing, Mr. Klug in 3rd grade at Carlisle Elementary took our entire class to the teacher workroom where I learned how a Scantron machine works. When I was freaking out before a choir concert in 6th grade at Haggard Middle School, my principal, Mr. Modisette, taught me how to tie a tie. And during my senior year at Plano Senior High, my AP government teacher, Mr. Fleury, helped me pass my bowling by correspondence course by teaching me how to score bowling games by hand. None of these lessons had to do with a textbook or a test or a state objective. What I learned from the best teachers I had was that we don't teach any of those things. We teach kids. And I am so proud to be a part of a district of teachers and leaders who I think do that pretty darn well. I could not be more honored to have served my campus and this district as Secondary Teacher of the Year. I remember sitting out in the audience last year as the superintendent started reading from the winning teacher's essay, and I remember totally freaking out internally when I realized that I was hearing my words. And after that, the night was pretty much a blur. And people often ask me what the best part of the year has been, and I tend to struggle to come up with just one. Handing out grants for the Education Foundation, celebrating our district's many cultures at the Diversity Celebration, schmoozing with fancy people at Ski Plano. This year has been hectic, fun, inspirational, and affirming. I think what I'm most grateful for are the opportunities I've had to see all of the amazing things that our teachers across the district are doing for our kids. From early childhood centers, to elementary schools, to middle schools and special programs, and high schools and senior highs, we are truly a community with one goal: helping our kids grow as students, and maybe even more important than that, grow as people. Surrounding us is an even bigger network of support in the form of central office staff, district leadership, and community leaders who share their time, energy, expertise, and money to help us with that goal. So to everyone here tonight in our entire Plano ISD community, thank you. Thank you for supporting me, thank you for supporting each other, thank you for supporting our students, and thank you for supporting public education. For some personal thanks, I'd like to thank Kathy King for hiring me at Shepton 15 years ago. I'd like to thank Bill McLaughlin for first empowering me as a leader on our campus and for trusting me to teach humanities. I'd like to thank Jeff Banner and my administrative team, my front office staff, and the rest of my Shepton family for putting up with me this year. I'd like to thank Brittany, Bill, Jonathan, Barbara, and everyone in the communications department for all of the work they do to make events like this come together and for making all of us look good. I'd like to thank Nicole Mishner, Debbie Brannon, Teresa Biggs, and the curriculum teams I've been a part on over the years for helping me practice the collaboration I preach with my students. I'd like to thank Craig McKinney for being an incredible mentor and an even better friend. I'd like to thank my teaching partner, Linda Havens, for not hating me when I've had to miss school this year, for being the kindest person I know, and for proving that it's possible to spend over 3 decades in the classroom without any signs of slowing down. I'd like to thank my mom for all of her sacrifices to help make me the person I am today. And I'd like to thank my husband, Joel, for all of his support and patience. And last but not least, I'd like to thank Miss Cody McGregor. 2 years before I started teaching at Shepton, I became an emergency long-term sub for a middle school theater teacher who didn't return after spring break. We've all had those thoughts. In my 8th grade advanced theater class, there was a talented young woman wearing an unusual amount of eye makeup. It was white eyeshadow, and her name was Cody. Who would have known that after all of this time, that we would end up here? I am so glad our arranged marriage worked out.
Me too.
I have enjoyed sharing this wild ride with you, and I know that if this whole teaching thing doesn't work out for us, we definitely have a future breaking down episodes of The Real Housewives.
For sure. Yes.
Thank you so much for an incredible year, an incredible career, and I only look forward to the future. Thank you all so, so much. I now welcome to the stage Dr. Saul Laredo, Executive Director for Elementary Campus Services, who will introduce tonight's honorees. We also invite Superintendent Sarah Bonser, along with trustees Jerry Chambers and Angela Powell, to the stage to congratulate these outstanding teachers.
All right, let's give this Progressive Lenses a good workout tonight. Here we go. Good evening, everybody. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to help showcase the elementary honorees representing their campuses as Teachers of the Year. Let's welcome the honorees who were selected by their campus peers to represent their schools. Our first honoree, this is where you get loud, people. Here we go. Lindsay McCoy, Aldrich Elementary. Don Wood, Andrews Elementary.
It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying.
Jacqueline Horton, Barksdale Elementary.
Sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops.
Hillary Butler, Barron Elementary.
Been so phenomenally. On like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close.
Sonia Galceran, Beatty Early Childhood School.
Already know, so just imagine, nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel a good, good creeping up on you, so just dance.
Laura Beth Burton, Bethany Elementary.
Dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance.
Katie Phillips, Beverly Elementary.
Dance, dance. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason.
Harold White, Bogus Elementary.
So high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it.
Martha Champion, Carlisle Elementary.
The way we rock it, so don't stop, stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine,
Mary Dowd, Centennial Elementary.
nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel a good, good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving.
Kaya Jones, Christie Elementary.
So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So keep dancing.
Amy DeCarlo, Brinker Elementary School.
I can't stop the. 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 Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance.
Rachel Webster, Daffron Elementary.
All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. Everybody say.
Amy Hicks, Davis Elementary. Tangi Johnson, Dooley Elementary. Sharon Williams, Foreman Elementary. Allison Clements, Gullich Elementary.
And I just can't wait till the day when you knock on my door. Now every time I go for the
Jennifer Metcalf. Shepherd Elementary.
Cause I just can't wait till you write me you're coming around. Now I'm walking on sunshine.
Ann Bowles, Harrington Elementary.
I'm walking on sunshine. It's time to feel good. Hey, alright now.
Savannah Miskey, Hahn Elementary.
Maybe you love me. Now know that it's true.
Arlene Calderon, Head Start.
I don't want to spend my whole life just waiting for you. Now don't want you back for the week.
Amanda Glass, Hedgecote Elementary.
I said, baby, I just want you back and I want you to stay. Oh yeah, I'm walking on
Sylvia Ann Ibarra, Hickey Elementary.
I'm walking on sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. It's time to feel good.
Elizabeth Lassier Carish, Hightower Elementary. Before we call the name of our next honoree, I would like to invite School Board Secretary Nancy Humphrey to the stage to help us recognize these wonderful teachers. Our next honoree is Ashley Dantzler, Huffman Elementary. Cheryl Lombardo, Houston Elementary. Susan Mullen, Hunt Elementary. Julie Washburn, Isaac's Early Childhood. Erica Parra, Jackson Elementary. Paula Walls, Matthews Elementary. Blanca Solares, McCall Elementary. Janet Ramirez, Meadows Elementary. Anna Britt, Memorial Elementary. Edith Gomez, Mendenhall Elementary.
Been working so hard, I'm punching my card. 8 hours.
Kara Perry, Miller Elementary.
Tell me what I got. I got this feeling that time's still holding me down.
Keyshawn Ireland, Mitchell Elementary.
I hit the ceiling. Oh, well, so terrible this time.
Amanda Haverfield, Pearson Early Childhood.
Now I gotta cut loose, put loose. Kick off the Sunday shoes.
Phoebe Cho, Racer Elementary.
Pull me up on my knee. Jack, get back. Come on,
Caitlin Sachs, Sagling Elementary.
don't lose. Everybody don't put loose.
Kara Bogardes, Shell Elementary.
So cool.
Teresa Horton, Shepherd Elementary.
Somebody to tell you life ain't a passing
Jennifer Brumfield, Sigler Elementary. Nia Carranza, Skaggs Elementary. Linda Mast, Stinson Elementary. Gabriela Arzola, Thomas Elementary. Elena Pulido, Weatherford Elementary. Kristen Eichenberger, Wells Elementary. And Lori Vermeer, Wyatt Elementary. Before we recognize the remaining nominees, I would like to invite my partner in crime, Executive Director for Secondary Campus Services, Renee Godey, to come up to the stage so we could recognize our Secondary Teachers of the Year nominees. I would also invite School Board Vice President David Stolley to come take Nancy's place on the stage.
Thank you so much, Saul. It is my honor to be able to recognize the Plano ISD 2018 Secondary Teacher of the Year honorees. The first honoree is Rachel Leonard, Armstrong Middle School. William Dixon, Byrd Special Program Center. Don Corporal, Bowman Middle School. I got you. I've been a sugar and spice. Sarah Brody, Carpenter Middle School. A sugar and spice. Amber Carter, Clark High School. I got you. Mia Fisher, Frankford Middle School. I know that I can't do no wrong. Ari Weinberg, Haggard Middle School. Stuart Thresher, Hendrick Middle School. Michelle Poovey, Jasper High School. Mesa Anaya, McMillan High School. I know that I can't do no wrong. And when I owe you, Buffy Edencrans, Murphy Middle School. And I feel nice, I should have inspired. Patricia Garvin, Otto Middle School. Sugar and spice. So nice, so nice. Lieutenant Colonel retired Bernard Akins. Plano East Senior High School. Cameron Davis, Plano ISD Academy High School. So good. So good, but I got you. Robin Shipley Gurko, Plano Senior High School. So good, but I got you. So good, so good. Olivia Tanksley, Plano West Senior High School. Hey! Shanae Austin, Renner Middle School. Michelle Johnson, Rice Middle School. Larissa Weidenbrook, Robinson Middle School. Donald Bassam, Schimmelfinnig Middle School. Mandy Shapiro, Shepton High School. Kevin Barker, Vines High School. Travis Smith, Williams High School. And last but not certainly least, Elena Jones Kane, Wilson Middle School.
We gonna celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together.
Thank you and congratulations to all of our campus Teachers of the Year. For many of our students, it is the superstar teachers here in Plano ISD that help guide them to discover their passions, talents, and what it is that makes them unique individuals. Setting the stage is the theme of tonight's event and the special video presentation. Let's take a look at how one of our former students has been inspired by his teachers who helped him find his place in the spotlight, even in the face of adversity.
So tonight is for my family, it's for my son, it's for my brothers, and for me to be able to provide them the life that they deserve. I'm going to be singing Home by Philip Phillips, and I didn't have a home for a long time, and so what I've learned is that the thing about a home is created by the people you surround yourself with. I was born in Kinshasa, Congo. Because of the chaos and the craziness that happens over there, like a lot of families, my family ends up in America. My journey in the school district started out at Foreman. Literally like ESL, you know, learning English. I had Miss Benjamin. It's funny, I remember like, she'd always be like, use your time wisely, just like that. And till this day, whenever I'm procrastinating or I need to be focused on something, I hear that voice. Use your time wisely, Ronald. And then I was here at Armstrong, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, Williams High School, and then they created McMillan High School. I was the first year at McMillan. I just kind of fell into some academic issues because, you know, crazy life. So I ended up at Special Programs Center the last semester at Plano Senior. There you go, you're welcome. I ended up becoming the AVID president over at McMillan High School. Yeah. The Plano School District played such a huge role in my life because I went through this season in my life where it was a lot about survival and where was I going to sleep that night, where was I going to eat that night. I was really grateful that I could have been a part of the free and reduced lunch program because that was literally the only thing I ate sometimes, just that breakfast and that lunch here. Being in sports, basketball, track, and football, being a part of AVID helped me with getting my eyes on the prize as far as my future goes. You know, I'm a father now of an 8-month-old baby James, and now that I've taken in my 2 younger brothers, so I'm raising my 2 younger brothers and I'm raising my son, that's a lot that motivates me and drives me to continue to grow and expand with my career. And on the other side, from a creative standpoint, if this record never gets out to the world and no one ever hears about it, would I still be happy that I created it? And so that's kind of how I approach, you know, creating my music now. My family and also just creating music that I can jam to. So those two things combined is what drives me. We all have our own battles that we're fighting. Life is not fair. While life is not fair and life is difficult, you don't have to go through it alone. We are designed for community. Plano, the diversity here is just so amazing. I wouldn't have gotten to this point if I didn't have Plano supporting me. So many people invested in me, and so Thank You Plano was just a thank you to the city. Whether I'm playing a show in Philadelphia or in Florida or in California, I'm like, hi, I'm Ron, I'm from Plano, Texas. I'm very grateful for the school district, for the city, and ultimately for the teachers, you know, from Coach Hazelwood, Coach Martinez, Ms. Saviano, just all the different teachers that played a role in creating me and helping me become the person I am today. So good to see you.
I read up on you from the first time.
You're assistant principal here? This is Miss Ray. Miss Ray is one of my favorite human beings. I remember I was at Special Program Center and I was going through a lot, and I remember we were sitting in her office. She was just kind of like hurt and puzzled about some of the things that I was going through, but then I remember she told me that, you know, I just want you to know that you are not alone. And it was really awesome for me to hear that. And that moment touched me so much that that's how I started my little organization called Kick Hope. And the motto is kicking hope into the Congo, one soccer ball at a time. And that's my mission, is to just kind of go throughout the world and remind people that they're not alone. And have Mr. Ray to thank for that.
You touched my life as well. It is so good to see you.
It's good to see you.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
And always remember, you're definitely never alone.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you too. I don't think she knew and realized the impact that she made in my life. I can't stress enough how much teachers impact students. And sometimes you don't realize it whenever you're going through the process. Oftentimes in life, we want to be sharp teachers, sharp parents, sharp musicians, sharp business people. But we don't always like to go through the sharpening process. We just kind of want to get to the sharp part. And so this reminds me that, you know, on American Idol, I used to just hold this and just remind myself, in order for me to be sharp, I have to be sharpened. Proverbs 27:17, as iron sharpens iron, one man sharpens another. That's what we ought to do as people, is sharpen each other. Oh, that's awesome, man. Tell them I say hello. If you were to ask me when I was in 6th grade here, that I'd come back as the American Idol Top 24 finalist to speak and hang out with the students here, that wouldn't sound real to me. How's it going, y'all? 6th grade choir was the only choir group I've ever been a part of. It's really special to come back and hang out with them and sing with them.
Inside your soul, so don't come back for me. Who do you think you are?
Oh, I like that. You guys sound great.
So radio, sing me a song. It's not about them, and it's not about us, and it's not about her, not about love. Anything but love, 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 anything but love.
Yeah, that's what I got so far. Thank you. From literally learning how to speak English to mathematics to, you know, community to life and goal setting, you know, Plano Independent School District and the people involved with PISD really played a huge role in my life.
I didn't have a home for a long time, and so what I've learned is that the thing about a home is created by the people you surround yourself with.
Hold on to me as we go. And although this wait is streaming so long, just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
Wow, boy, good job.
Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
on. Oh, wow, standing ovation. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Thank you guys so much for the standing ovation. I really appreciate that. My first record is called Thank You Plano. And anybody who knows me personally knows that I am a huge fan of this city and with the school district, you know, the city of excellence, right? And with this whole, everything about this, I love it. And my singing career started December 2015 at City House. I sang at the ribbon cutting event, and I sang Hallelujah, mostly because it was the only song I knew how to play. And so I'm going to sing that for you guys today. If I were to have made it one more round in American Idol, you know, this is the song I was going to sing. Maybe I should have sang it one round sooner, but yeah, it's very special to me, and I'm going to play for you guys. Thank you for all the teachers, volunteers, you know, students, and anybody who plays a role in making this whole thing happen. Thank you for what you do.
I heard there was a secret chord. If it played me, please, Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lead, the baffled king, composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Faith is strong, but you need it new. Solid bathing on the roof, the beauty and the moonlight over you. She tied you to the kitchen chair, and she broke your bone, and she cut your hair. From your lips she drew hallelujah. Baby, I've been here before, I've seen this room and I've walked these floors. Was a time when you let me know what's really going on below. And now you never show that you need you here. I've seen your flag on the marble, Lord. Love is not a victory mark. It's cold and it's broken. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Maybe it's not fun, but all I've ever learned from love is how to shoot somebody without you here. Or maybe this kind of fun, but all I've ever learned from love is how to shoot somebody without you here. Not a cry that you're here tonight. It's not someone who's seen a light. To go into broken. Hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Thank you so very much.
Wow. Thank you, Ron. That was amazing.
I want to get a video of this on Snapchat. Is that all right?
Sure.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Ron, for being here with us tonight. That was amazing. I am Dr. Katrina Hasley, Assistant Superintendent for Academic Services, and I have the privilege of announcing this year's finalist. First, I would like to invite to the stage President Missy Bender and Superintendent Sarah Bonser to the stage to congratulate our honorees. I'm honored to announce the 10 teachers who, as finalists, have earned the title of Excellence in Teaching Award winners. From this group, the 2 Plano ISD Teachers of the Year will be named. These honorees will come to the stage from their seat in the audience and remain on stage until all have been announced. Honorees will then be dismissed to go to the awards table for their finalist gifts. I am announcing these winners in no particular order. The first Excellence in Teaching Award winner is Michelle Johnson, Rice Middle School.
And I think that, in my view, it's more, we're focused so much, we, meaning society, a lot of looking at test scores and grades. And I want to, when a kid leaves me, I'm going to remember if they had a great smile, or if they were a great collaborator, or if they were kind to someone in the hall. I'm not going to remember, you wrote the best thesis statement, you know, I've ever read in my life. I get into teaching not to teach thesis statements. It's because I'm in teaching for my heart, which I want to be with your heart too, so.
It's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Even the most delightful way. Oh, my point exactly.
Our next winner, Cheryl Lombardo, Houston Elementary School.
Making kids aware of differences in each other and how to appropriately handle situations that they're uncomfortable in, and they ask questions about just kids that are different from you. I think we just need to more and more make them aware of it's okay to ask questions, it's okay to wonder about that child, it's not okay to be mean, and just give everybody just a general understanding of you can talk to everybody. You know, kindness, that's easy, that's free.
Our next winner, Harold White, Bogus Elementary School.
I'm just a big kid. I like to perform for my kids. I make it almost like a game show. I mean, I wish I had those fancy, you know, machines to make noises like you hear in game shows. So I just can't do that on my own. And it's funny when you hear the kids kind of mimic that. You know, so I hope that that's where they get some fun out of it. And if they are disconnecting, I try to reach out for that student and hopefully get them on board and, you know, have fun.
Next, we have Bernard Akins, Plano East Senior High School.
The lead singer for Fleetwood Mac. Okay? He was brought up in England. He was not terribly bright in the classroom. His sister attended a number of different concerts. And one day, she took him to hear Miles Davis. And guess what? The rest is history. From then on, he understood why. His talent and the thing he loved, his passion he knew early on, and it was in music. If we want to help our students, we've got to find what that passion is and help them develop it in such a way they can make a career out of it.
The next winner, Gabriela Arzola, Thomas Elementary School.
And I will let them know that teachers are VIP, are a very important part of the society, and that we're going to keep moving forward on building and molding and making a better world, you know, by being passionate and lovable about what we do, because it's worth it.
Shanae Austin, Renner Middle School.
In the past, throughout my years of teaching, I've heard some teachers say, I don't know how to teach that student or really relate to that student. And I could see that definitely being an issue, because we need more teachers that will actually take the time to get to know the student and understand where the students come from, and help instill in them that regardless of your background or where you come from or the hardships that you're facing, you can still value yourself and still be successful.
William Dixon, Byrd Special Programs Center.
We have kids coming in on all different levels and different parts of the curriculum and things like that. So, yeah, the lessons, I have to gauge them based on the class. When I walk in, what's it like? And that's the cool thing, though, is I don't have to, or I guess I don't get to, which is the way I like it, follow a lesson plan. I've never been a fan of the scripted lesson plan, do this, do that, just because it doesn't feel, well, I'm not comfortable with it, but it also doesn't feel natural. So I enjoy doing things that feel natural and spontaneous and things that pop up and are able to do.
Keyshawn Ireland, Mitchell Elementary School.
Because like I said before, is anybody can go in front of a classroom and teach 2 + 2 and teach, you know, structures and functions and things like that. But can you inspire kids to want to do better for themselves? Not to impress me, not to impress mom, but to feel better about themselves. Can you do that? And that's one thing that I think makes a great teacher, that makes a great educator, a great mentor, a great figure. That could be a father figure, mother figure, a mentor, a guide, so a person that guides you somewhere. You know, that's a great quality to me, and that's something that I think is my superpower.
Next is Ashley Dantzler, Huffman Elementary School.
We are their teacher, their lawyer, their advocate, their nurse, everything. And a room full of people who are not teachers, they don't understand that. And my question to them would be, what are you going to do to inspire them to be that agent of change? And it starts with the social emotional piece. Every morning in my classroom, it starts with the social emotional piece. And if I see a child is still not regulated, after that morning, after that social emotional piece that we do, that we carry throughout the day, that is so integral, we don't continue learning until we get to the root of that and we figure out what is going on.
Our final Excellence in Teaching Award winner is Travis Smith, Williams High School.
You know, people say kids change. Our kids have changed. I don't buy that totally. You know, the way they learn has changed somewhat with technology and those things. But kids are the same. They're the same way now that they were when I started teaching. Before I started teaching. They want to be cared for. They want discipline. And they want to grow, they want to learn.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the 2018 Excellence in Teaching Award winners. Honorees, you may now leave the stage, stop by the gift table, and return to your seats. For our final act of the evening, I would like to invite Superintendent of Schools Sarah Bonser to the podium to announce the 2018 Teachers of the Year. Katie Stutz of Park Place Lexus, would you mind coming to the stage and joining Superintendent Bonser and President Missy Bender to help us congratulate these winners? Both winners are asked to remain on stage as Ms. Stutz presents our teachers with their special Lexus keys.
So I just get a minute to take it all in. Okay. So much to the dismay of the communications department, I am already off the script. But since this is my first Teacher of the Year as superintendent, I'm going to just take a moment. If Plano ISD is the heart of this community, then it is certain that teachers are its heartbeat. It is a privilege to be in a room surrounded by teachers who deliver on their promise to kids each and every day. It's also an honor to be with principals who in many cases had the privilege and the wisdom to hire teachers with the right heart. The heart that beats for kids. Truly, you are the heart of this community. It is a joy. It is a joy to celebrate with you this evening. And I want to personally thank each and every one of you for all that you do for all those that you serve, the students, their families, and one another. Your dedication and commitment to kids is humbling, and I feel so lucky that you are a part of the Plano ISD family. Thank you so much for continuing to choose our district and for choosing our kids. Okay, now back to the school. And this is our final number. The Plano ISD Elementary Teacher of the Year believes that teaching and learning are two ingredients for success at any age, and neither one can exist without the other, stating, "My students teach me how to become a better person, teacher, and role model." This teacher is said to have a compassion for kids that is only surpassed by a goal to find new and positive ways to reach them. A natural motivator, this teacher sets the stage for students to avoid making excuses, but to instead make a change. According to the teacher's administrator, someone once said that if you are a successful adult, there was a great teacher in your life somewhere along the way. I have a feeling that in 10, 15, 20 years and further down the line, there are going to be many successful people that will be thankful to this great teacher. For motivating students to have a growth mindset and for being a positive role model for all students, please help me congratulate Keyshawn Ireland, 5th grade teacher at Mitchell Elementary School, and the 2018 Plano ISD Elementary Teacher of the Year. The Plano ISD Secondary Teacher of the Year has a special connection with books and reading, and feels books are a powerful tool for connecting with and supporting learners. This teacher feels that through books, students are encouraged to grow within their own stories. This educator takes great joy in having the opportunity to make connections that might have been overlooked and to hear personal stories that might have gone unheard. This teacher is credited for meeting the needs of both students and staff and for changing the school's learning culture. According to the school's principal, this teacher is someone who epitomizes the passion, soul, and mastery of a good educator, for being an amazing champion for students who has created an inviting environment where students want to be each day. Please help me congratulate Michelle Johnson, librarian at Rice Middle School and Plano ISD Secondary Teacher of the Year. Congratulations to Keyshawn and Michelle as the 2018 Teachers of the Year. I'd like to give each of you a minute at the podium to share your initial thoughts, not to put you on the spot, on being named Plano ISD's Teachers of the Year. Do not worry. As you heard earlier this evening, you will have many other occasions during the year to share with the community audiences, but tonight we'd love to hear what initial reactions you have to this honor. We'll start with Keyshawn.
I'm going to try to calm down a little bit. My reaction is pure joy. Teaching is a passion of mine. This is something that I've always knew that I wanted to do, and nothing brings me more joy than going to school and seeing my kiddos' faces, and they're happy to see me back, and just being able to teach the future. Really fast, I wanted to recite a poem. This is a poem that gets me through every day, that I go through struggles, and as teachers, we all know those types of struggles, and it's titled A Test of a Man. A test of a man is a fight that he makes, the grit that he daily shows, the way that he stands upon his feet and takes life's numerous bumps and blows. A coward can smile when there's not to fear and noting his progress bars, but it takes a man to stand and cheer while the other fellow stars. It isn't the victory after all, but the fight that a brother makes. A man, when driven against the wall, stands erect and takes the blows of fate. With his head held high, bleeding, bruised, and pale, it's the man who should win, fate defied, for he isn't afraid to fail. Thank you.
Thank you, Keyshawn. Michelle, come on over.
All right, Rice Middle School, I'll try to get through this without crying. So, first off, I am so humbled and honored to even be up here. I thank you for honoring and recognizing libraries and librarians. We have a unique place. Libraries are just so unique, filled with books for kids to learn empathy and learn about others and to feel comfortable in their skin, and it's just such an honor to be up here. I very rarely am speechless, and I am tonight. I just thank you so much. I thank my Rice tribe, my Damn Crack tribe, and my family tribe. Thank you, Paul and Melissa, for being here. Anyways, thank y'all so much for this huge honor. I am speechless. I don't even know what to say. Thank y'all.
Congratulations again to our winners. I'll ask them to remain on stage for photos and ask that they be joined by the Excellence in Teaching Award finalists immediately after the gala. Thank you all for coming this evening. Thank you for being a part of the Plano ISD family. Good night and have a safe trip home.